Tom Price has to be one of the prettiest towns you'll find anywhere in the Pilbara. In many ways, its heart and soul, if you like, its engine room, is the huge iron ore mine that's right next door, run by Rio Tinto. This is a fascinating part of the West Australian economy. In fact, it's the economic driver for all of Australia. But have you ever wondered how one of these mines really works? When in Tom Price, you can join the Lestok tour of the open cut mine and see just how it really works. They've been doing the tours here for 29 years. Your starting point is the Tom Price Visitor Centre, where you jump on board to get an insight from expert commentary from somebody like Brent, a guy who actually works at the mine and knows the inside of a mine better than most.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to the tour of Rio Tinto's iron ore mine here in Tom Price. My name's Brent, and I'm your tour guide through the operation. There's probably over 15 different pits out there. Right now, there's probably half a dozen active pits out there. So buckle up and let's go. If you visualise the mountain 50 years ago, we're probably in the heart of it now.
Wow.
Looking down to the bottom of that pit, which is about 220 metres from where we're standing. The pit from the left high wall to the right, it's about 1.7 kilometres. So we've built a pretty big hole or created a pretty big hole in 50 years. The whole Pilbara, to a certain extent, is iron ore, and that goes back to how it was created.
How was it created?
The Pilbara, going back 3 billion years ago, was a continent by itself. And when you consider the world or the Earth is only 4.5 billion years old, the Pilbara is 3 billion. And the middle of the Pilbara back then was a vast inland sea. A lot of iron in the air from volcanic activity that settled into the bottom of the lake or the sea. Then about 2.5 billion years ago, horizontal compression from when those continents collided, that forced the sea floor up to become dry land. So if you've been out to Karijini, that gorge system was formed as a result of erosion. So as the sea floor, the rocks hardened and cracked. Millions of years later, we now have the Karijini gorge system.
After these holes have been dug and all the ore's been taken out, what happens to the site after that?
What we do, right from day one, we save all the waste and also the topsoil before we even start digging that pit. So once a pit's been mined out, the waste goes back in, the topsoil back on top, and we grow native plant. So that's the condition around what we're obliged to do based on the government requirements.
The tour itself, generally, how long does it run?
Normally about an hour and a half, hour 40. And we've got to cater for everyone who comes out. Some people just want the wow factor, especially kids. Big trucks moving slowly. And you've got to consider how old this landscape is. Some of the oldest rocks in the world are found here in the Pilbara. Some of the oldest meteorite impacts on Earth are found here. This is an open classroom for geologists and scientists to come and look at this geography.
This is the real deal. The mine is working and the equipment is enormous. These haul-pack trucks are capable of moving huge amounts of ore. Lestok do these tours 7 days a week, so I reckon this is probably one of the most brilliant insights into the mining industry in the Pilbara you can get.